I got to a point where God in the universe had to push me into the valley and be like, stay there until you learn your lesson. And oh my gosh, my first video when I was doing my eyebrows. Okay, listen, I don't have eyebrows. They're there, but they're very light. Like my eyebrows are very, very light. So I really have to fill them in completely. I want to get micro shading done eventually, and the only reason that I haven't done it is because the downtime, like you can't work out for like a week. You can't use like any products, like skincare products, like all that kind of stuff. You can't even use hyaluronic acid, it said, which is like, so I need to figure out when will be like the perfect time to do something like that, because that is a lot to sacrifice for some eyebrows. Yeah, my eyebrows are just what they are. Like I make it do what it do with what I have. Anywho, I feel like I kind of ghosted because in all honesty, I have not picked up my camera to record since Monday, and today is Sunday. Like tomorrow is the next Monday. I've been going to the gym every day as usual, keeping up with my routine, which surprisingly hasn't been difficult. Like I've been waking up really nicely. Journaling a lot more, like 3 times a day sometimes, because I've just been having a lot of realizations.
Just realizing stuff.
And I want to get in the habit. The reason why I need to journal is because I'm someone who, oh my god, and this really, I discovered my human design recently. Well, I always knew what human design was, but I didn't like take time to understand what the different things mean, like the authority, your profile, your like your style, like whether you're like a sacral, like emotional kind of person. And oh my god, like that has changed my perspective on a lot of things, and it's kind of exciting. It's still very new to me, but I'm one of those people who like hyperfixate on things. That's my newest hyperfixation. I don't know how long. I mean, it makes sense. Like I'm a manifesting generator. Like of course, like if something is exciting, I'm just gonna go toward it. That's literally me. Like being a manifesting generator makes so much fucking sense for me. And if you know me in real life, like it's like, oh yeah. Something I realized too, a lot of my friends are also manifesting generators, and I'm just like, that is interesting. Probably talk more about that some other time, but oh, this hair looks so good. I just hope the lace is lacing, because this lace is not HD, which sucks because this hair is so good. I'm like, I have to ask her to like replace the closure with an HD closure, because this hair is too good. And the reason why I don't wear it is because the lace is not HD, and it's transparent lace, and transparent lace is just hard and difficult to blend. And also there's like this much lace on it, so it makes it even harder. Anyways, I've just been reflecting a lot on like my life, like a lot of things, and I feel like I've grown so much within the past week. That's really what it feels like. Like I feel like I've gone through so much growth within this past week. In my beginning vlogs, I was talking a lot about how I was just like really sad, and to be honest, I don't feel that anymore. Like in my chest, I don't feel that sadness anymore. It's kind of gone. And you know, checking in with myself and reflecting on what I'm experiencing every day, I feel like has really helped me, because I'm able to pinpoint like, okay, Anique, you're feeling sad right now. Like feel that. I think I talked about it, but just like feeling my feelings, not trying to intellectualize it, but just feel them. And then I feel like the other stuff comes later, as far as like sorting out through what this feeling means for me, what I'm gonna do with that, and that sort of thing. But it's funny, like as I was processing my feelings more and processing my thoughts more, the feeling, especially like toward the beginning of this week, the feeling that I had, the sadness in my chest, like the anxiety, it started to like fade away and become lighter. It's like day by day, I would notice that, you know, hey, like I'm not feeling, oh, I got something sticking in my hair. I'm not feeling that sadness anymore, like it's kind of fading. And to be honest, it was a little bit uncomfortable because I felt like I got so used to feeling that feeling, so used to it being there, that when it was gone, I was like, where did it go? I kind of feel calm now, which is kind of scary. Like when I feel calm, I feel like something bad is gonna happen, which is kind of like not a good way to think. But it's kind of like, you know, for some time, rubbing my sunscreen. For some time, when I was like feeling down, it was kind of like carrying a heavy backpack, or just not even a heavy backpack, because it wasn't like a load. It was more like having a cloud, having like a dark cloud over you. And then now it feels like that dark cloud is gone. And it's just like, hey, like, where did it go? Like, what's happening? So yeah, I think because I am a very emotional person, sometimes it's easy for me to get comfortable in the highs and the lows. Like, but when I'm feeling high, like on a high on a mountain, I feel that. I feel the joy in my body. I feel excitement. I feel like anything's possible. And then when I'm kind of down in the valley, I also feel like sadness, but it's like also a feeling. It's a feeling just as strong as feeling high on the mountaintop kind of thing. And so I feel like I get so used to high and low, that when I'm just kind of in the middle, I'm just kind of like, I feel kind of dead. But last Sunday, I was watching Social Dallas, and the pastor, Robert Madu, he was talking about that sermon hit me. That sermon was for me. It was called God of the Hills and Valleys. And he was talking about EKGs and how they go like this, up and down, up and down, up and down. So up, mountaintop, down, valley. And you know, on an EKG, when it's flat line, that means that you're dead. So kind of what I was saying, like when I kind of feel calm, I kind of feel like spiritually dead, because it's like I don't feel anything, what's happening, da da da. But I think that there's another side of that calm where it's like not that you're spiritually dead, but you're just calm, you're at peace. And this is my understanding. While I'm at that place, I still need to continue to do the things that bring me closer to myself, the things that bring me closer to God, the things that, you know, bring me joy, all of these things. Like, I need to be able to do that. I think the reason why I do get scared of just like feeling like okay is because like anything could happen. Like, what if I go down to the valley again? Anyway, that's a long explanation. I don't even know if that made perfect sense, but right now, like, I very much was in the valley just because I was just feeling so sad for a long time. And it almost feels so like, why was I feeling like that sad? I really feel like God and the universe pushed me, smacked me, threw me. Well, not that dramatically, but I really feel like they pushed me into that valley to like get real with myself, because I was flatlining. Like, I was like, I feel like a couple months ago, since like May, not even since May, to be honest, like before May, I feel like I've just been coasting in life. like checking in here and there, but like not deeply. I wasn't like really living intentionally. I was just living. And I feel like it got to a point where God in the universe had to push me into the valley and be like, stay there until you learn your lesson. With love. Anyways, that's a very long, it kind of sad. Oh, okay. It kind of is doing something. I can get behind this. Oh, that looks so good. Anyways, the lesson was really just to come home to myself, like be grounded, because I was not grounded. I was very much like floating and just making decisions, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. But it's like, I can do whatever I want. That's another thing. My human design, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm on this earth to do whatever I want, but I can't just be doing whatever I want. Like, I have to be grounded in every decision that I make. I have to be grounded in everything that I do. And when I'm not grounded, I'm just so spiritually downcast.
I'm emotionally stressed. I'm emotionally downcast.
That's not the vibe. Who wants to be spiritually downcast? Not me. Oh, this hair looks so good. Good, bro. Bro. Damn. And the baddie. What's that TikTok song? It's like, and the baddie. I don't be knowing TikTok songs. I just hear it one time and I just text me. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I've been up to. I really feel peace. I feel grace. And that's another thing too. A big thing for me is grace, because truly, like, the grace that God has for me is boundless. And even like talking about it now, like, I'm just filled with joy, and I feel that grace from God. I want to extend that to people who have hurt me. We're all human. We're not perfect. We respond to things out of our trauma. We respond to things out of self-defense. We respond to things in the best way we know how in the moment. And that goes for me too. Like, I can also have grace for myself in ways that I've responded to things. I think like we don't have to be responsible for other people's trauma or emotions or how they react, but we do have the choice to give them grace. That's one thing that I feel like is important, like to give people grace. And I give myself grace, and I know that God gives me grace. And I feel like because of that deeper understanding, like, I'm able to just be like, yeah. I feel like if you can't forgive yourself for the things that you have done or things that you wish you had done differently, I feel like if you can't forgive yourself, then you can't forgive other people. But it's like, if God can forgive you, you can forgive yourself. God is always gonna forgive you, but it's like, you have to take responsibility for your actions. So yeah, I have to take responsibility for my actions. That understanding of like taking responsibility is free and allows room to receive that grace from God. And then with that grace, you're able to forgive others. And that's something that I experienced recently. Yeah. So anyways, I look the fuck good with my bob. Oh my God, it's really eating so bad. Fuck. Anyways, like, fuck. Anyways, I'm about to go. I'm gonna watch church. I'm gonna get my nails done. And then what? And then I need to go to Warby Parker because I'm gonna try on some glasses because I got a new prescription. Well, actually, I didn't get a new prescription. It's the same prescription. Actually, my eyesight didn't change. Thank God. My eyes didn't get worse since last year. Was it even last year that I got my glasses? No, I got my glasses last year. Damn. But anyways, I want to get some cute glasses. So I'm gonna try them on and I want to see if they have the ones that instead of like buying the try on online and then having them come here, I want to just buy it. I want to just go there and try it on and then see if I like it. Anyways, that's what's going on with me. I will check in soon. Okay, so I'm ready to go. This is my outfit. This is what I'm wearing for reference. My top merch from Chloe's concert, Chloe Bailey. Miss Bailey if you nasty. My skirt is Aritzia. My shoes are Nike and I'm wearing Adidas socks. And literally my everyday Adidas backpack that I always wear. If you see me, you will see this bag. Is that better? I think that's a little bit better. I just hope it doesn't fall. Anyways, okay, we're gonna go to Sprouts. I don't know why I'm like in such a rush. I feel like I don't have time because it's really because like it's already about to be noon. Like it's 11 o'clock right now, 11:07. It's already about to be noon. And I just hate like weekends, everybody's out. I don't want to be where everybody is, you know what I mean? And that's the real tea. Okay, let's go. Let me stop talking. Let's go.
So a 6 has learned a lot about themselves and about life for the first 30 years of their life. And then they become someone who no longer needs to experiment so much. They don't need to try everything anymore. They're just more wise. They have wisdom because they have experimented and tried things.
I listened to this podcast about human design. The thing she's talking about on this episode was about a 6 personality, 6 profile. My human design profile is a 4-6. And so 4 represents like your consciousness, like what you're conscious of about your personality. And then 6 is the unconscious part of yourself, like the part of yourself that other people see, but you may not see yourself. And so for a 4, which is my first number, I'm someone who, like, they call it the opportunist, someone who is really good at making friends, really good at like cultivating like deep relationships with people, which I 100% agree. And it's specifically, it's not so much like making friends, but it's like deep connections with people, because those are like really the relationships that I prefer. Like I don't really care for like surface level relationships, and also I don't get along with everyone. And it's funny because the woman in the podcast, she's also a 4-6, and literally what she's saying about her experiences is literally mine to a T. Like for one, I always felt bad that I wasn't able to like connect to a lot of people, like be friends with a lot of people. Like truly, like I have my people and like that's enough for me. Like I don't need to be friends with everybody. But I always kind of felt bad because I felt like, I don't know, it was kind of like an insecurity of mine for a long time. The thing is, like, a lot of my friends like have a lot of friends, and I've always felt like I want to have a lot of friends too, but it's like I just don't click with everyone, like truly. And it's not in an arrogant way at all. It's not in a I think I'm better than everyone at all. Like that is not me. But because truly, like I want to connect with people. Like I want to have, you know, like a lot of friends. I want to have a lot of people around me. And to be fair, I do have a lot of friends. But when I look at like the people who I consider like my really good friends, like even the ones who I don't see often because they live in other states and other countries, like I have really deep connections with these people. Like it's not surface level. It's not like, you know? So that's a 4. 1 second. Okay, so that's a 4. And then a 6. Yeah, so 6 is like the 6 is the subconscious part. So like everyone sees me as like this role model, as like someone to like, I don't know, like look up to, someone who has a lot of wisdom. And this is so accurate. When she was describing herself, like to a T, it is me. Like ever since I was young, I've always been like put in like trying to be put in like leadership positions, like positions of like, you know, being like the older sister figure or like a role model. And every single time I shy away from it. Like I honestly, I hate it. even in like my friend groups, this is something that I actually told one of my friends about recently, of I feel like my friends always look to me to like make the decision or as an authority figure, and it's just like I don't see myself that way at all, but like obviously they do sometimes. But it's just like really frustrating because it makes me feel like not equal to them. It makes me feel like, oh, like Anique is the boss or Anique is the, which to be fair, like I'm a very particular person, like I like things a certain way, but oh shit, I shot my phone. But like I don't care to be like the person that, I don't know. But anyways, see, I'm talking about it and getting frustrated because just like I don't know why people look at me in that way, because I just really don't see myself that way. I truly just see myself as I'm just living life. I'm just going day by day. I'm just doing the best that I can. Like I'm just out here. Like I have to go through things to like learn from them, to experience things. Like I've gone through a lot of difficult things in life. So I guess like, you know, that makes me wise. But basically, she is saying that she experienced the exact same thing. Like, I've never heard anybody say that in my life. Yeah, so she's saying that she experienced that and I experienced that deep. But because it's a subconscious part of myself, it's a part that I kind of have to grow into. Like, I have to kind of accept, okay, people do see you that way. Like, yeah, you live your life, you go through life, you learn from your mistakes, but that is what is making you this wise person, because of the things that you're going through and learning from them and experiencing them. So that's really deep. And yeah, so she's saying like before the age of 30, which I'm currently 27, I'll be 28 next month, crazy. Before the age of 30, like especially during your Saturn return, which I'm really scared for, you'll kind of go through things, but it's like after you're 30, you'll feel more solidified in yourself, and like you'll easily be able to make decisions that make sense for you based on your lived experience, which I think is really like exciting. Like all the things that I'm going through now, I mean, I'm not in a rush in life, to be fair, like, and I think that's part of why the life that I've lived, I'm just like, life goes on, it gets better, it gets better. So I think that's why I'm like not in a rush, like I'm not like pressed either. Like I'm really just out here, and hopefully like after my Saturn return, when I'm well into my 30s, like, you know, I'll feel more solidified and confident in myself. I feel solidified and confident in myself now, but to think like it's only up from here, like I know it's only up from here, but just like to receive confirmation that it's like only up from here, it's exciting. And then you go through like a second Saturn return in your 50s, like when you're like 58, I think, and then it's like you're like the wise old woman. So looking forward to that. So yeah, I pray that I live a long life. I pray that me and my loved ones live a long life to be part of each other's lives. Anyways, that's what I was listening to on my drive here. Anyways, let me go get my groceries and I will be back. Every time I go to the grocery store, I always spend like $1 million. By $1 million, I mean like $100. But still, groceries are so expensive. Kamala Harris, do something. Kamala need to do something. That's all I'm saying. Like, come on. $100. $100 here, $100 there. Oh, damn. Everything, oh man, I need to go home first. I think I need to go home first. Let me not, actually, I didn't buy anything frozen. Actually, yeah, I have wings. in my car, so yeah, I need to go home. But yeah, like everything at the grocery store is like $5.99 here, $5.99 there. Get 5 things, you've already spent like over $60. It's just so ridiculous. My camera's sitting on my hydroflax. Let me take a picture of it. Let me take a picture so I can share. Actually giving like the angle, I think. But I'm out of my topical slick salve. Literally, I don't know why people are tripping about, oh, it's so sticky, so sticky. This shit is good. And I think when I go to the mall right now, I'm gonna get another one. Like, I'm out, like it's done. Oh man, I like to put the topicals. See, it's done, you can't even see. I like to put that on. I like to put the Dior lip glow. Like, it's like, my lips are like naturally pink, but this like gives it like an extra, it just brings out my natural, like, see, it looks so natural and like simple. It just brings out like my natural lip color. See my lace lifting? Like, that's what I hate about transparent lace. Lord have mercy. And it's fucking hot. I live in Texas, like, oh. Anyways, let's go. Let's get out of here.